fields are you have to add the entire group. So whatever you want, you can drag that so that it will be for every field. It will be show what is the data for shipment ID, shipment date. But here there are three options for track details, item, data. So it will track the records for all the fields, and there will be three options. Whether you want to count the number of occurrence, how many records are there, or you have to show for every occurrence, or only when warning or error. So first check for every occurrence. Similarly, for all details, item means for all the items present in the record. So let me show you first occurrence and see how it will data audit setting. So once you select that record, you have to switch on the log here. Go to map settings, map audit, switch on bus audit data. Here it will be visible. If you click data always, okay, let me put remaining things never, everything, so that you can see that how the data audit log will come here. Now I have put for always. Now it is input type contains error because I in the map setting I haven't ignored the warnings. Previously I here retry, no, not retry, sorry. Yeah, here warnings I haven't ignored. Previously I have ignored the warnings every.
One, yes, yeah. What is return fail means?
What is the now in the map input type contains error. Now I will show you how the data audit log looks like.
Okay.
I show that how data audit looks like. Then let me. This is the data audit. See here. This is the data log. The previously we switched on execution summary. Now we switch on only data log.
Okay, yeah.
So now data log what is showing? We have input card, one input card. So data log
Mm-hmm.
basically only for inputs. Then object index one level one. It's like similarly trace, but in trace it will show, there will be lot of things, right? Level one
Yes.
object. If you open the okay trace is not there. If you open the trace, there will be. Okay, let me open one trace file also. You can find out the difference. See here, it will show like this: data offset level component 1 of 3 di something. It will show like this, but it
Yeah.
will show like XML. It will say record first level 1 is object record size 25, and then level 2 shipment ID. What is the text 1? So it will
Mm-hmm.
the text, see shipment ID 1, then shipment date, delivery date, shipment quantity, how it's read, then enter record, then again
Like XML.
uh, like XML it will show the data here. So up to where it has read up to shipment quantity to 32. Basically, if we see here status is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are status mean if we see here you have to go through the error E07 is something, it's not the valid, only V00 means it is valid. If we go to help contents, E07 means it belongs to some of the error code. See, valid audit log status code. The following table explains the number in the study. The letter is V. This is V00 means the object, all content objects are valid. But here, if you see the data audit log, for our record, it is E07. So that means E means error, V means valid, and
Valid.
invalid also we have V00 and V01. So V001 means the object is valid and also all content objects are valid. Suppose all content valid objects means is nothing but the group is valid and also items also valid. Suppose group returns V01 means the object is valid but it contains invalid objects. Okay, and
Okay.
see error. All error codes will start with E00.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting the object is invalid, but because it contains components in error. Because if we see our object, so if our record is invalid. Why? Because it is having error record. So shipment date. If we see this date is
Okay.
not correct.
Uh-huh.
So that is why it is showing E02. E02 is object field present. Because CCYY presentation. So if we see here, its presentation is type. That means data should be, it's not coming in the proper format. CCYY MMDD, but it is coming as 91. So 91 is not the valid format for date. Only maximum 31 right for date.
Yeah.
That's why it is showing E02. See, like that we have some error codes. You no need to remember all the error codes. Only V00 is nothing but valid. V01,
Valid.
V00, V01, and E09. Here we are going to know what is the E09
Object field component rule.
component rule. So where we use on error function in the component rule. So if the component rule fails, it will return E09, right?
Yeah.
So you can, if you pass the something text in on error function, it will be visible here. Here text. We'll see. So now this is the data audit log will return the status code for every item and record. If we put occurrence.
Okay.
Now, okay, is there any valid records here? Let me check. See here, the second record is valid V00. Next one, third record is also valid. First record is invalid, second is valid, third is valid. Then, okay, two records are valid, two records are invalid. Okay.
Yeah.
Now change to data audit settings. Click here. Now occurrence means for all occurrences. Now let me here, so that the data audit log will be should be created for only error fields.
Okay.
See here, now data audit log is created for only two fields. I mean two records. Because previously there are three records, now only two records. Previously it's created for both valid and invalid. When I put error, it will create only for error. So this is the data audit log. Now, so for data audit settings, we have to here click that drag and drop. Here, this field drag and you have to drag and drop and then set the settings. Whether you have to create always warning error like that. Once you have to done, you have to switch on the map audit. Here data audit always. Now let me put everything always, so that you will see what is the everything. I think we already covered, but let me show you again. Okay, what is the okay? Let me first tell you. So one is map audit. We have data audit. The other one is summary audit. So summary audit. So summary audit will tell you what is the map execution summary. So whether what is the map return status, whether map is completed successfully, what is the corresponding return code, and how much time it took to execute that map. Then so that and also it will settings audit will give you your input card and output card settings, and also
Okay.
here execution will give you a map completed. Summary audit will give how many objects has been did, how many input card, how many output card, like that. Let
Okay.
me show you how the data audit. So we have given the file unique. That's why it is creating every time unique file along
Okay.
with date and time with map name.
Okay. Where the setting is there?
Here map settings, map audit location here. File, directory map,
Are you?
we have given
Okay.
unique. If we give
Okay.
the custom, we can use default or custom. Default means it will give only map name.
Mm-hmm.
Unique means it will append date and time. And directly also it
Okay.
will give custom. Map means it will create in the same part.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the data log. This is the data log. Then what we have in the map settings, execution. We go to map party. We have first one data, next one execution. So it will so this is inside the burst. So we
Bus.
have execution. So within the burst we have data log and execution log, right?
Execution. Yeah.
What is execution log? Execution log will show how many input cards are, how many output cards are there. See, execution log burst rate and 20 and so how much time it took for total, and it is showing input card. I mean input status. I think input status, output status. Okay. So it is showing input card one, output two card status. It is showing it has read 1 or 2 bytes, and similarly output side it has built 153, 51. Adapter return 0 means there are no error while reading the data. This is adapter status.
Reading that.
Is there any error while
Okay.
retrieving the file while reading the file? Sometimes saying that file is not source is not available. In that case, it will return hyphen 999 something. Adapter not available, like that.
Okay.
And content return. Content return means if it is zero, content return that means the data is valid.
Valid.
But here 28 is some error. See, similarly for output, if you see here zero. Zero means written successfully. 28 is for input type contains error. So
Mm-hmm.
that is the execution log. The next one is, if we see map settings, the next one is summary. So the next one is summary audit execution. So
Mm-hmm.
here, if we see here execution summary. So execution summary will end at here. So what execution summary is having? It is having map status. So our map is having errors. So the error code is 28. The error message is input type contains error.
Content.
And map took this much time. And object
Mm-hmm.
count 21 objects built, and what is the map .mmc name. And also it will show for each card level. Source report, card 1, adapter, what is the adapter, how many number of bytes, adapter return, and data read successfully. So this message is specific to adapter, whether the adapter is not I mean target, I mean adapter is able to read properly, and what is the file name. And similarly for target one file adapter file we have given. Okay, it is actually it is showing target not available. That means it couldn't able to write the wait, wait. Target not available means it couldn't to able to access this directory HWTX 18.3 direct target not available. I think
Mm-hmm.
It is there, and also it has written error shouldn't be there. Actually, it should show data written successful. Okay, let me check for valid map. So like that, it should target card one, card two, and then it
Okay.
work area. Work area is nothing but
Mm-hmm.
while reading and writing, it will put it in some temporary files. Data will be handled in temporary files. So this is the path temporary files. IO
Okay.
IO1 means first input card. I means input, O means output. Then card number 0102 is the card number. And
Okay.
once execution summary is over, we have map settings. See here, map settings and data settings. Map settings. So we have seen data audit log, summary audit, setting summary. I mean execution, then summary. Now we have settings audit. Settings audit we have data and map. So this is the map settings. So in the map settings, what we have? This is map audit. Actually, it talks about map setting. How map settings are there. So first in the map settings we have map audit. So it will by internally itself it will show again map settings. Map settings audit logs always data always wrong size execution burst always map settings always data settings always then location file action create and file name custom file name type custom prefix unique. So this is map settings, and then after map settings we have map trace. So it will showing that map trace is file action delete. So when we have to create unique, and then we have page size and page count in the workspace. So it is showing page size and page count. So it
Okay.
will show the map settings, and then data settings. Data settings is nothing but card settings, input card settings, integral mode, and work area and backup settings, source adapter, on success, on failure, scope, warnings, like that. So it is showing input card settings, output card settings, and map settings. So it will show settings audit means data means input card, output card, map means map settings it will showing. So that is the data entire audit flow. Let me ignore it and check. So now I have ignored the warnings, and if we open the okay, data log will still show the same thing, error recovery. Even though we have ignored, the data audit log will show still same thing.
Okay.
The audit log also it will show input type. Now if we see the target, only thing target is data, but just the container that validation. Now if we see that for output data is written successfully, adapter data.
Okay.
So now if we go to on error function, data validation. So open type key. Now what I will do is I will write the component rule. Delivery date should be greater than. Otherwise I will throw error saying that delivery date is not greater than the shipment date. So
Okay.
how would I on error? So what should be the rule? Delivery date. Delivery date means dollar. Dollar should be
Okay.
greater than
Oh, shipment.
shipment date. So uh, delivery date should be greater. Suppose if it is failed, it will populate this field. When date is not not so suppose if what populate this error shipment date is not less than delivery date. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And the error in the component rule failure validation. build it and see here. See how many 09 and four things are there.
Yeah.
ID, I mean date is not less than delivery date. There are actually four things. This is important. Yeah, this is important. Shipment date and this is delivery date.
Yeah.
He delivery date. Wait, okay. Anyway the first one is error record. But even for error record also I think it is showing that same thing. For error record it is don't know. I think if the data format is it's not correct, it is taking maybe some don't know what data is taking, but still it is showing error. But here anyway it is valid record. 2015 to 1. 2015. So okay, this is correct one only. This is shipment date. This is delivery date.
Yeah. Okay.
So what we have written greater than. So here greater than only, but shipment date is not less than 303 correct. Okay, we have written the rule here. Shipment date. I thought here delivery date shows now that okay, it's not correct. See the rule.
Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah. Got it. It should be daily in the delivery date compound row.
That's why it is showing wrong. For all the four records, it's showing that.
Uh,
Now if we check for E09, there is only two. I mean two errors are there. Shipment date.
mm,
One is 2015 0201, other one 2015 First you will check 2015 0201. This is the 1 0201. So here this date is this is 03 month, this is 02 month. So this is error. Correct.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
valid. Why? Because this is 03 month, this is 04. And anyway this is
Mm,
invalid record. So it's not
yeah.
validating. No, anyway, even though it is invalid, this date is greater than, I mean year. This is 1986, this is 2015. So it is not
Okay.
valid. And here 2015, this is 01 month, this is 2015. This is actually, I think when the date is not format, it is taking the ASCII by text. See here,
Uh,
this is 0. It's not, this is the data is not correct format. It should be 03. But
yeah.
showing by taking internal format, maybe ASCII characters it is checking to verify the data. Here it is showing shipment date is not less than. Here 2015 0190, here 2015. This is not valid. Actually 34.
Okay. Okay. 43 days, right? 34.
So this time it will populate for on error function. Component will be. Okay.
Okay. So only on error is used in the component role, right?
Oh yes, yes, only on error.
Okay.
I mean for error handling.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So for input card, that is the only option, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Input.
So now we will see XMLs. First we will see how to create the XML type the
Type.
XSD. Then we will go for how to check the how to use the get XML error message in order to receive the error message while reading the XML data.
Okay.
First we will create. We don't have any XSD. Let me grep in the Google search, and then we will create it for that XSD.
Okay.
1 minute. Stam. You paid whole amount to them, Anand.
Yeah. Yes. I paid all of it.
You paid 20 or how much?
20. They didn't tell you?
I mean, first 10,000 they told, but 20.
Yeah. After, Tuesday I paid all amount. Full amount.
So this is the one of the schema XST for XML file.
Yeah.
System has having problem. It's having virus. It will open all unwanted.
Okay.
This is the XST. This is the sample XML for that file. So this is the XST and this is the
Mm-hmm.
sample file for that XST.
Okay.
So let me save.
So we need XSD and XML both, right?
Yes, yes. XSD is nothing but it is schema file.
Schema file, yeah.
It is
That's the types like.
schema. So now we have to create the type tree. We go to new project. You can directly use the XSD also in your type tree without creating that type tree. You can directly use the XSD. First I'll show you type tree, then we will see the XSD.
Okay.
Yes, 16. So now we place these files inside 16. Now we have to go for type tree. When you go for type tree, you have new import and export. Now we have to import XML schema. Then
Schema.
go to May 16. We haven't refreshed. That is not showing.
So just XML schema will be fine, right? XML is not needed, right?
No, not needed. XML schema.
Okay.
So you just refresh the project, go to type this, import XML schema.
XML schema.
May 16 schema only request will be visible. Okay, that XML won't be visible here.
Okay.
Given the XML schema, it will search for dot XML. Give next. See here we have two options. One is validation XSS. XSS means it's the latest option. When you give XSS, it won't show the properties at a group level, item level, like what is the tag initiator and terminator. But if you use
Oh,
classic option, it will show all the properties initiate for every field, initiator, terminator. First, let me
okay.
show you XSS. Next, May 16 shipment. Okay, next. So it's tightly created successfully. Now we have to open the type and just analyze it. Yes, it will show some description there. Next time analyze it won't. So no errors, no warnings found. So this is the doc is the it will be having entire whole structure. So it is having ship order. So this is the group. So that group is nothing but root tag for your XML. This see the sample XML ship order. Then it is
Okay.
having that the names will be same similarly as I mean the group name item names everything will be same as the your sample tags and then see the
Okay.
order id is the attribute, so it is having order id is the attribute, then order
Okay.
person, so order person, then ship to, and one ship to is the group, it is having name address city country. Ship to is the group, it is having name address city country.
Oh, complex. Okay. Complex type. Okay. Group.
Then
Okay.
item is multiple occurrences, so item is 1 is to yes.
Understand.
Title one. Now if you see here properties is showing item, it will show for XML type is valid intent XML validate as XML element. The previously if you see our all our type is intent is general, it won't show any XML here.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is type name XML element. If we see the group properties here, intent validate, I mean everything will be XML element. Okay.
Okay.
Now there are no initiator, terminator, nothing was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Terminator. Now let me create using classic option. So it will show intent. Only thing is here it will show here intent as XML element. Validate
Okay.
as XML element. Now
Mm-hmm.
if we import using classic option XML schema. Next select the classic. Next May 16. Next. So type the created successfully. Would you like to open that? Yes. Now analyze it.
Now it has more thing.
Yeah, it will now anyway it will show warning. Again, it will build second time. Warning will be work. So it looks like it will add one more sequence. Okay, now if we open any field property, see here the intent is general. It's like manually creation. It
Okay.
manually. So when you create the type manually, the intent will be general.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
all items of class size, everything will be we can set, edit it,
Mm-hmm.
text everything. See now initiator literal everything has been set. OWSP means optional white space. Before that
Okay.
there can be optional white space characters.
Mm-hmm.
That is the meaning. We insert optional white space and then optional white space. So this is the initiator for name field and end tag is literal.
Okay.
Here empty, I
Mm-hmm.
told right, empty property. What is the meaning of empty? suppose if there is no value for this name field, so it can come like this name.
Yeah, there you got it. Yeah, then automatically it will assign.
Yeah, so automatically it will be assigned. That's why here optional wait space name and then end tag.
Okay.
That is the meaning of this thing, empty. So
Okay.
that will be used for XML type tree. So if we use the classic option, it will be create the type tree like manually creation. It will set the initiator, terminator, and intent will be general. So but whereas so intent will be general and you can edit all the properties. But whereas if you see the XML type tree, you can't edit for group properties and all. I mean intent. See here, intent XML. You can't edit this intent. Here only difference is if we import the using XSS option, the type key will be intent will be XML, there won't be any properties. So that what will happen, use of this X, it will validate the data as the XML. The names will be, it will validate against these names. Okay.
Okay.
But if you use the classic, there will be all initiators and terminators like as we create them manually. If we want to create manually, it will show. We will if we open the other type key, what we created, the intent will be general. So like that, it will create. If we use the classic option, there will be initiator terminator. So here intent will be general. Okay.
Yeah.
So now. Okay, now first we'll use Excel. Generally, we have to use the Excel option for type this. So now we have created our XML type tree. So now we are going to create the map to validate the sample XML data against that type tree. Clear?
Yes.
16 map new source. XML validation. Validation. And input card alone first. So we will use Excel type doc. We have to select the dark. So it is the entire file structure. When you select that, it will show the metadata. Metadata is nothing but schema location from where we created this thing. So okay, if we build this thing, then I will tell you the error. It will throw error. Now select the input data. Input data is XML. Now okay, let me run this thing. Okay, now map completed successfully. So it has read properly. Okay.
Okay.
Now suppose now it is here metadata shipment dot xsdt is showing. Now suppose if I remove that xsd file from this path, control X, I put here. Now it will throw error saying that invalid metadata location. Why? Because it couldn't find the XML file. See here, invalid metadata location.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So generally we should remove the metadata location if we use XSS option. So now let me, if I put well formed XSS, it won't show that error.
Complete. Okay.
Now map complete. So the thing is, the point here is when you import the type tree using XSS option, you set
Mm-hmm.
the card setting the well formed XSS. Then it will validate the data automatically.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So now first we will see the error, then we will go for mapping. Okay, first we'll see what is how to what error it will give. We'll
Okay.
I mean it
Mm-hmm.
will change something in the tag, and we will see how the get XML error message will work.
Okay.
Select in one item. So what is the syntax for get XML message? Get XML error message. We have to pass the card number, which input card is the XML type. Will be useful for only XML type field. So the first input card is XML. Now will it open successfully? If you see that output, there won't be anything because our data is valid. May 16. Okay. Oh here XML data. Okay, it's created a empty tag. Order person empty tag. We selected order person, right?
Okay, oh yeah.
That's why it is populating empty tag. Now let me put some introduce some error here. Maybe I will put unit tag as address one. It should be address
Okay,
one. So
yeah.
that's not valid XML file. That means there is no unit tag for address now. Right?
No, it didn't change. Address.
Yeah. Okay, now save. Right? Okay, now save it. One or more input was invalid.
Invalid.
Now it
Okay.
should get populated. XML, yes. Okay. I think we have to put the restart activity, then only it will be going.
Okay. Oh yeah. Restart, right?
Yes, yes.
Anywhere we can put, right? That restart.
Yeah, anywhere means we have to put entire record, right? Then only it will be restarted.
Yeah, doc like document.
Inside that, this is the shipment order. This is the one.
Okay, document. Uh,
Doc is just file hold, placeholder. It is having our file structure like file. Whatever we create,
okay.
it is file.
Uh,
Ship order is the one record.
yes. Yeah.
So now let me do the input type. See now error. So it is -1 is the return code. This is
Mm-hmm.
error and XML parser input XML data is invalid. Yes, parser title error. See the error is it is showing line number 9 column 32. Line number 9 column number 32 here. This is the line number 9 column 32 here.
Mm-hmm.
It is showing this is the error message. Unterminated intact address. Actually here the XML message colon like
Okay.
this is the this symbol
Apostrophe.
in apostrophe. So it is showing the undetermined end tag address. There is no unterminated end tag. So
Mm-hmm.
the address is not terminated. So it
Okay. Yeah.
message like this. They show error code, error message, line number, where the data is. It will show exact
Mm-hmm.
location. So it
Okay.
will be for XML like this. Clear, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe today we will see the mapping from XML to operative, okay? Fixed
Yeah. Sure.
or data delimited.
Okay.
Now let me change the type key also. Let me put multiple. We can edit the XML type keys also. Like you can put. Now it is 1:1. You can set the range as 1:, yes. Multiple shipment
Okay.
things on
Okay.
the same. Then what is shipment data? It is will be having shipment to and as well as multiple items, so that we can
Okay. Yeah.
complex map. If we create the type tree for this output. maybe we will create pixel length type tree today. Okay, we'll do mapping from XML to pixel length, and maybe later we'll do some pixel length detail HTML something. Okay,
Okay.
so today, is it possible? It is fine for you to take in next 3 hours after today. I'll take 1 hour, then next remaining 3 afternoon or
Yeah.
evening.
Maybe tomorrow we can continue.
Okay, they're fine.
It's fine, right?
Yes, yes. So now first will be
Today you are planning to take one, like till what time?
yes,
8:15 or 8:30?
I had to go out hospital.
Yeah, it's fine, fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Again,
No
I'll
problem.
be 11 and 12. That's why afternoon is fine or evening is fine for me.
Okay.
That's up to
So
you.
maybe tomorrow is fine, maybe?
Yeah,
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
morning?
Yeah, tomorrow fine.
Yeah, tomorrow fine. It's fine. It is fine.
So what now? Our input is like this. It is having shipment order, order ID, order person, and it is having shipment to where the shipment is going, and what and
Mm-hmm.
all the items available in that shipment.
Okay.
Now we have to create the. It's up. It is not necessary we have to create the same structure. Now we are
Mm.
try to create the same structure for delimited.
Okay.
So so how it look? So we'll create for pixel length. Okay, pixel.
Yeah.
So we'll
Uh-huh.
shipment. It should start with shipment, and it should have first record. It should have shipment ID,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
order ID, right? Yeah, order ID. We have to put some. We'll put shipment is the initiator, order ID, and order person. Then
Mm-hmm.
what else it is having? It is having ship to. So ship to also can come in the same line. So
Okay.
ship to will be having something. Assume that one some 3 or 4 fields it is having. Then it one shipment can have multiple items. So data will be it should start with item, having item 1, 2, 3. Then again second item in the shipment, and then second, suppose if the file is having two shipment, it should come like this shipment again order ID, order person. Okay,
Yeah.
items for this shipment. We have to create like this. So
Okay.
how many records we have to create here? How many records are there here in this sample file? Two,
Uh,
two records, right?
type. Yeah, two records. One,
That
two.
is
Yeah.
other one is items.
Items. Yeah.
So shipment will be having this order ID, order person, ship to name, ship to address, ship to city, ship to country.
Okay.
If you want, you can create the ship to also. No, now I have clubbed shipment order and ship to into one record. If you want the two records, we can have it. How you want? Is it fine one record or we want totally three records?
Maybe three records.
Okay. If you want three records, now order person after order person we have ship to. So for one shipment, there will be only one ship to. If you see the type 3, because the shipment should go to only, it should be, generally one shipment will go to one person only, right?
Yeah.
Like shipment is the nothing but courier. So
Yeah. Korea.
one shipment order is having 1:1 shipment. Basically, logically, they have written the type properly. So ship to, this is ship to. Similarly, we can so this how our output look. Shipment, it is having two fields. Ship to will be having 3 or 4 fields. Then item is having 4 fields. Now we have to create the type tree. So can you create the type tree for this thing today? Maybe we'll continue. Or do you,
Tomorrow.
can you
Yeah. Yeah.
can you
Yeah. I will create that.
show me and tomorrow so that can you send me today this type tree?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, I will give you the requirement in the Excel sheet. Let me in front of you create. Let me create a message structure. Okay, let's see.
Can you send me the today's video also?
Yeah, I'll send you. You know, right? Pixel length type, how to create.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that.
Okay, let me create. Okay, let me create in the notepad, please. Ship order. This is ship order is the record. It should be initiated ship order. You can
Uh,
group name. You can name it as anything, but it should have initiator ship order, and
okay.
the components inside are order ID. The length is okay. Order ID. Integer equal to integer 10. The length should be 10 and data type should be integer.
It is okay.
So what else you want? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Order person. So it is text. The length should be 50. So this is,
Mm-hmm.
and inside this we should have ship to group. So for this initiator should be ship to, and then it should be 1:1. Anyway, it is
Okay.
mandatory. Ship to, it should have, so ship to should have name, address, city, country. Name, address, city, country. So all fields should be text. Give something length as 50 or text. Okay.
Okay.
You understood, right? Hierarchy. Shipment
Yeah,
at
yeah, got it.
high
Yeah.
level. It should have two fields, and also it should have one group
Shift
shipment group, and then it should
item, right?
right, it should have 1:, yes,
Finish.
and
What should be the initiative item? No initiative?
yeah, initiator you can put
Item only. Okay. Okay.
it. So item should have components as title, note, quantity, price. Title, note, quantity. So title, quantity, decimal. So including that, it should be maximum 10.
Okay.
Decimal 10. Okay.
Okay.
I'm creating in the 60 today folder. You can take
Yeah, yeah, sure.
fixed.th. So now clear, right? And I need this kind of shipment order multiple within the file. Within
Yeah,
one
got it.
shipment order, I need multiple shipment orders. So you have to create one group and you have to add the shipment order, set the range 0:s or 1:s.
Yeah, yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Okay. You
Multiple
create it
shipment.
and we'll do the mapping tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
And
Okay.
also possible you can create the delimited type also for the same structure.
Okay.
So that we will do tomorrow or day after tomorrow. We'll do. I mean tomorrow itself delimited to XML also. We'll do the mapping.
Okay.
Or if
Okay.
you
Sure.
want any other format, you can just Google it for XML. You can import XSV, or if you If you want some other format, like suppose if I receive the data, how to create the type tree, you give the structure, you will create it.
Okay, okay. For XML, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll stop. Okay, is it fine?
Yeah, sure.